you're at with my package. One of the things that you will find is that sometimes when you call the lending institutions, what they will be doing is that they have a lot of outsourcing that they have done with their loan modification programs. And they will outsource your loan modifications to places like India. With this here, you need to tell them that I would like to talk with someone in the United States so these individuals will know exactly what your situation is. Because nothing personally against the people there in India, but they really don't know what our situation is here in the United States when it comes to the economy. Now, when you send this package to them, you need to make sure that you have a copy of that package to yourself, available to yourself readily, so you can go back and refer it to them. At the same time, if you don't feel comfortable with doing this negotiation yourself, I would recommend that you contact a nonprofit organization like my office, which is the Homeownership Resource Center, which is located at 4040 Palm Beach Boulevard, Suite C. And with this is where you need to call and set up an appointment. When you call and set up an appointment to come into our office, what we're going to require that you need to bring is that you're going to need to bring at least 1 month of pay stubs. You're going to need to bring at least your last two W-2 forms for your IRS is concerned. So basically that would mean the 2007, 2008, and because we just finished 2009, so basically if you have already filed your income tax for 2009, you need to bring in the 2008 and 2009 W-2 forms. And with this here, you also need to bring in a copy of a hardship letter. At the same time, you need to bring in all of your bills. Every bill that you have that you're paying somebody with, you need to make sure you bring a copy of that in. You need to also bring in, as I stated earlier, any pay stubs or any other type of income that you have coming in. Now, once you have done this here, and if you have a copy of your last mortgage statement, you need to bring that. And if you have any of the other forms that you signed when you got this mortgage, you need to bring those things in also. Now, once you come into the office for the appointment, what basically we will do then is we will sit down and we will go through everything with you. And we will assist you with making a determination as to what you need to do to go forth. One of the things that we will do is that when we take and sit down and look at your financial statement, we need to make a determination as to where you're at, as to who you owe, and how you're going to plan on paying them. Sometimes you might have to put someone on hold for you trying to, say, make those payments to them so you can keep your home. Because no matter how we look at it, your home is the most important investment that you will ever make in your life. So once you have came in and you've sat down with us, then we will make a determination along with you, because we're not going to make the decision for you, as to what we think that is going to be best for you. There's different types of programs that's available that the lending institutions have available to you. There are programs, so I would say, for an example, they call it a special forbearance. The special forbearance basically is where you don't have to make a mortgage payment for a certain period of time, which they will give you the opportunity to get your financial situation together. They have other programs where they have a repayment plan. We have different things that we can ask the lending institutions. Normally when we sit down with you and go through the process with you, we like to have at least 2 different options that we can call the lending institution and let them know that this is what we would like to be able to do. At the same time, what we will also be doing is that we will have you filling out forms that you will need to sign, giving us authorization to be able to talk in your behalf. And with this here, basically, is just saying that you have authorized us to represent you, in which basically it's not going to cost you anything for us to do what we do for you. The only fee that you will pay Homeownership Resource Center when you come to us is a fee of $28.50. The $28.50 is where we have to go in and we have to pull a credit report from all 3 of the credit agencies that your credit reports goes to. And what we do that for is that we have to sit down and take a look at your financial situation as to what your credit score is and where you're at when it comes to you doing your financial situation is concerned. Now, once we have done this here, we will in turn fax all of these forms along with all of the information that you provide to us to the financial institution to let them know that we're going to be representing you as your agent for as the mortgage situation is concerned. Now, with that is where what we would do then is that we will let you know that you need to contact the lending institution at least once a week or once every 2 weeks to make sure that they have not lost your packages. One of the things that you will find is that things have a tendency to come up missing. And it's where they would tell you, well, we did not get your package. What we do is that we have a copy of your package. We have a date and stamped as the time that we send it to them, and at the same time, you will have a copy of it at the same time. So what we then do is say forward that information to the lending institutions and let them know exactly what we are planning on doing and what we recommend that they look at doing for you. We have been very successful with what we have done at the Homeownership Resource Center. Within the last 18 months, we have seen a total of 1,500 people that have gone through some form of foreclosure. Out of those 1,500 people, we have had a total of at least 70% of those individuals that has been successful with being able to keep their homes. One of the things that people tell you says, well, you know, if you haven't made a mortgage payment in 6 months, 7 months, or whatever, then you're going to lose your home. That is not a true statement at all. We have been able to help people that has not made a mortgage payment in 2 years. So it depends on your situation. At the same time, it will depend on what your sincerity as to how you're going to go about, say, keeping your home. So with this here, I will say to you, and I will always say to individuals, if you're determined and you want to be able to keep your home, we are there to help you keep your home. But if you have some doubt in your mind, then it's where you have to make that determination as to when you will be available to do this here. So with that, I will highly recommend to you to look at trying to keep your home, because that is the most invaluable piece of investment that you will ever make. So me, myself, I will tell you that I will guarantee you that if you're willing to work with us, we're willing to work with you. So this will end this session for as the foreclosure avoidance is concerned, but we will be doing some follow-up programs and to give you more advice. And at the same time, we're going to be talking about how you can become a homeowner if you have not, say, became a homeowner, and we can tell you how to clean up your credit and also how to, say, budget your money. Thank you.